Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the American Dota League Season number 2. It is going to be the first and last series of the evening. It's Thursday, May 1st, May Day, if you will, and we've got a great series for you. It's Earthspirit versus Top5 here in a 2-game series. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, my name is Mott. With me tonight is What Is Hip. Greg, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I finally got around to getting a haircut today. Big step in my life.
Jesus, dude.
So it's been a while, so I'm looking nice and fresh again. That's the highlight right there.
And you just actually called in to report it on D2L. I heard your questions.
I sure did.
You sound a little rough there, man. I think you needed to step your game up there.
What?
I'm just saying, man. You didn't flame Charlie, okay? Your question was ass.
I flamed Charlie before we started. Like, before we actually went on live, because I like spammed them, make sure I could go first.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's got to be when you're freaking live.
You know what? You're right. I fucked up, man.
Step it up next week.
I missed an opportunity to flame Charlie.
You did, but that's okay.
And, my question was asked because I was going to ask about 6.81, and then fucking Charlie just shit all over it, so I just
like,
all
right, talk about that.
Never mind. Guess I'll ask about NA teams.
Well, you could have been like, I think if you were more specific and be like, do you think a team with snaking on it, and like fired shots at the same time, like, do you think a team with snaking on it can like make it to the finals or something like that? That would have been a better question, I feel like, for you at least, just to flame harder or something. Because that's what people like when you call on shows. You got to be like, when I called on to in the studio, I was like so defensive and like kind of like
they were shitting on our pride and joy, man.
Yeah, they were to be fair, but like I wasn't like being like, can you guys fuck off? I should have been more like, I needed to be more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Next week I'll just call and the first thing I'll say will be fuck yourself, Charlie.
Yeah, fuck yourself, Charlie. There you go. That's fine. Like that's honestly all you need to do. So,
I mean, I was gonna flame his shirt, man, but I didn't. I felt too low
it was what? It's just a white shirt.
It was like a fucking white wife beater shirt. God damn it!
Who wears that to a freaking chat show? Oh my lord! Well, we are going to jump into the game, guys. I do apologize for not being around yesterday. I was a bit sick. I did the first series, then I realized very quickly that I was not going to make it to the second series. I needed to get out of there as quickly as possible.
I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah, that's what it was, to be fair. And I was just like, all right, it's all you, Coddle Guy. I'm going to go throw up now for about 12 hours.
Oh, God. Damn it, dude.
Sorry. My apologies.
You're better today, though?
I am. I'm feeling great. I had so much sleep, actually. I wasn't like throwing up for 12 hours. That was an over exaggeration.
It was more like 10 hours.
No. I can actually hear myself from like your headset, I think, somehow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll turn my shit down or something.
Yeah, or something.
I don't know why we're using this godforsaken program.
Mumble's fine. I think I don't know. You guys don't know how to use it correctly. Or
Dude.
your headset's just weird. I don't know. But I guess we should talk about the game now.
Oh, shit. My in-game's not on.
Oh, my God. Dude, get it together, Greg.
We're good.
Okay, so we apologize, but yeah, we're in the game already. No ban Earthspirit or no Earthspirit or whatever they're called now. Jumping in here, and they're against Top5, and a solid draft. Interesting Venge pickup at the second slot. They want to use that against the Batrider. I feel like Disruptor is so much better than a Vengeful Spirit, unless it's like a Core Venge, and if it's a Core Venge, I'm just kind of like, well, that, I don't know how I feel about that. And then there's the Dazzle pickup coming out now for no Earthspirit, so solid picks, I'd say, all around for both sides, and I think really the Sand King also is pretty good too, so yeah, I don't know. And then they go from Rana too. I like the draft of Top5 right now. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it looks pretty promising. I mean, this whole 6.81 thing seems to have not really settled in place yet. Pretty much very similar drafts. Ember's still first ban. I mean, he's still really, really good. He's just slightly less broke now. I'll be interested to see if this is how it stays, like when the qualifiers start up. I expect a lot of teams are coming up with some new strategies to all the buffed heroes, and hopefully we'll see some freaking fireworks at qualifiers. If Dota goes like this much longer, I'm going to kill myself.
Today signified some changes. I don't know. I think Zai was playing like support Sven or something today for EG. I don't know. I think you saw that game, but that series was rough for them. And then I don't know. There's been a couple other heroes that have been interesting that have been picked up recently. Like the biggest change I think is like people are starting to pick Darkseer a lot again, and like that's fun, and I'm fine with that. But I don't know. We need some new fresh strategies coming out. We saw some cool heroes in the past couple of weeks, or not weeks, but days. Some fresh stuff. I'm just thinking, like we saw Axe yesterday, which was cool. We saw, God, I can't even remember. I don't know. There are some good heroes though here and there, and fun heroes at that. But Lifestealer's not going to come out for no Earthspirit. Solid choice for them up against, well, I think the Sand King, which is a really big pickup, and against the Moran as well. Rage is really nice there. But I don't know. Top 5's draft is still very strong, I feel like.
Yeah, Lifestealer, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good pick. It's not great against Batrider, but there's always going to be something that you have to worry about. I don't know. I think No Earthspirit's lineup is pretty heavily reliant on execution at this point, because they have. I think this is. I mean, this appears to probably just be like an aggressive tri-lane, right?
Yeah.
Bench Dazzle Lifestealer.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I don't see it going either way, really.
I think it's pretty hard to initiate against a Sand King after like level 3. After he gets a couple levels in Burrow Strike, it gets kind of annoying because the range gets a lot higher. I don't know. I think they could have a decent time. They have a pretty long range stun with Vengeful Spirit, and I don't know. I like both teams' lineup. Top 5's lineup definitely looks a bit more solid, a bit easier to execute or something.
And they go for the Trant, which is huge.
Ooh.
I feel like that's also really good in aggro tri-lanes and in defensive tri-lanes, and it depends on really how No Earthspirit want to play. I don't know. Honestly, with the range problem they're going to have for No Earthspirit, it might be difficult. The only thing to really initiate is like Poison Touch, because if you try to get close with Magic Missile, I don't know, it's like you're kind of telegraphing your ganks, or I guess your aggressions. I think I like it, but I'm still not really like 100% interested in No Earthspirit's lineup right now. I still think that, I don't know. And this Treant pick I like a lot, though. That's my thing, I think.
I think Treant's pretty heavily reliant on like who plays him and the style of play. Like watching PPD play Treant makes that hero look so broken because of the way he just applies continual aggression and finds ways to just punch people. If you can actually land right clicks, maybe with Leech Seed or Burrow Strike or whatever, that hero does an unreal amount of damage in the early game.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a pretty good pick, as well as because at the moment, No Earthspirit's lineup doesn't look like they can really push down towers too well.
Yeah.
So Living Armor's going to be pretty good there as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's true. They'll have to. They don't really have any Necrobo carriers, which is a bit of an issue. They'll do well in team fights, but in terms of taking down towers, it's going to be very difficult for them to apply pressure. And I think that's what you need to like do up against a Treant Protector, because he's just going to keep those towers alive. Mirana could take this late if she goes, for that core Mirana, which obviously if you have a Sand King and a Treant Protector is more than likely. And not only that, but they could get maybe some sort of semi-carry in their mid lane right now, which would be huge for them. Batrider with Lasso. I feel as if top 5, they've kind of got the later game covered. No Earthspirit, even with their team fighting ability early on, it's still going to be very difficult because you'll have Overgrowth to deal with, which is so good against a Lifestealer as well, because even if you Rage, I do believe it goes through Rage. I'm pretty sure Overgrowth goes through Rage.
Yeah, it does.
Wrong. Yeah, so like that's a really good, and Lasso too also is really nice, and then you can just kill people with Epicenter, and so they've got to pick up a hero here right now that either can push down towers or can contribute more than team fighting potentially, and we'll see if that's going to be the case with this hero that they choose.
I like the bans here. Banning the Viper makes a lot of sense, TA, as well. You talked about sort of semi-carry mid laner, just someone who does a lot of damage, I think is really what No Earthspirit needs. They have decent CC with Vengeful Spirit and Centaur. And on the other side of things, I think a Viper would be pretty hard for No Earthspirit to deal with, so
Yeah.
I like that quite a bit. Oh, Slark. This is kind of an interesting pick. Like, I think if you're ahead, Slark is one of the best heroes in the game. If you're behind, it can be a little bit rough. Especially with that new Blink Dagger build floating around. That build is just awful if you're behind.
Yeah, that's a good... That punishes people that are very low in level, and like you can just take down squishies rather quickly, blow them up and get out
immediately.
But for sustained pressure, Lothar's is generally the way to go. Slark is just, he's a hero, I agree with you 100%. He's just a hero that's really, really strong if you can get ahead, but I'm not quite sure, really.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure about it at all, actually, but we'll see.
I'm not, yeah, I mean, the thing for me is I'm not sure if that's really what their team... I mean, he's a lot of mid-game damage, so I guess he qualifies for what I was asking for, but... I don't know. They're going to heavily... I think when you pick Slark, you sort of heavily rely on winning your lanes a bit harder. Because if you're behind and they have, like... And you get a Lothar's, and the supports aren't really poor, and they've got, like, a gem or something, your life is way harder.
Oh, man. The Axe comes out.
Especially against an Axe. Jesus. And I'm just gonna switch headphones real quick. 1 sec.
All right, cool. So here's the interesting thing too, is that Slark is usually played in, well, like I said, a safe lane role, but they might put him up mid here, even though Relic will pick up the Lifestealer. We've seen him and Half Ride switch roles and Bricks as well. So now it's like maybe this is Bricks going to be in the aggro tri-lane with the Centaur Warrunner and then solo safe Relic on the Lifestealer. I still think Slark is going to be mid, and that's my general consensus, but yeah, I'm interested in seeing what's going to go on here. Top 5.
Oh, yeah, what the hell?
The thing, yeah, they don't have really, Earthspirit don't really have, the laning's interesting. This is a very melee-heavy or short-range team. Because even Vengeful Spirit's range is very limited. The only one that can kind of outrange anybody is Dazzle. And in terms of right-click, he doesn't bring all that much to the table. But then again, you could say maybe the same thing for top 5. Obviously, talking about right-click is a little bit, interesting, I guess you'd say. But we are going to jump into the game, even though we have Earthspirit having a disconnected player. But
all right, well, I don't know. Both lineups look kind of interesting to me. I'll be interested to see how this game plays out. On the one side of things, we've kind of just got a traditional lineup, really, for 6.80. This doesn't really look much different than what we've been used to. And on the other side of things, pretty similar as well. But I guess we haven't seen too much Slark.
Yeah, he's a hero that a lot of people were like, I don't think he's good in competitive play, but we've seen him run at people and kill people
pretty
a
good.
lot, so...
If there's not a ton of AoE disable, it's pretty good.
Well, they have Burrow.
The problem is they have Burrow, Strike, and Arrow, so...
Yeah.
And Axe.
Yeah, exactly. And Axe deals really well, I think, with the Slark.
Yeah. That Axe pick might have actually just hosed Slark. It definitely did.
I think there's a really good last pick coming up from top 5. I don't know. I feel like top 5's draft's better, and I think top 5 maybe have a better synergy with their team, better chemistry anyway. But Earthspirit have run around for a while, and they're also a solid... I feel like this is going to be a very close game. I've got a feeling that's what it's going to be, so I'm excited for it. We are going to jump into the game here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. It's game number 1 of a 2-game series, the only of the evening. The only one of the evening, obviously, with top 5 and Earthspirit going up against each other here for top 5. While Fly on the Axe, Pat Soul is going to be on the Marana, Shanks will be on the Sand King, Respect is going to be on the Bat Rider, and it looks like Whatever is going to be on the Treant Protector.
On the other side of things, we've got Earthspirit. It's going to be Goody or Fans of Soyan on the Dazzle, Half Ride, Eggroll on the Slark, Relic picking up the Lifestealer this game, a bit unusual. Evan's going to be on the Vengeful Spirit, and Bricks going to be on the Centaur Warrunner.
Yeah, and seeing Goody, his actual tag,
yeah, it's
Goody,
weird.
It's like, oh god, I love it. I don't know what he's on about, but whatever.
He just misses his Twitter handle, man.
I guess so. That's probably why.
He should have just made it that. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't just make it that if he likes it so much.
I don't know how that whole system works, honestly. I have absolutely no idea. So.
There you go. Shawnee says you can change it.
Thank you, Sean, for, allowing us to... Did you see Mason's tag in EG today?
No.
It was like something like Tentacle Surprise.
Oh, God.
And then his website or sponsor was like a hentai website. It's like typical Mason.
Oh, God.
For those of you that don't know Mason from EG, he posts a lot on any Dota. He's a known anime watcher. I don't know if he actually watches hentai, but it's kind of funny.
Oh, man, he's pretty dedicated.
Yeah, he really is. That's the thing. Like, to have his name like that. Yeah, he apparently knows hentai websites. So it raises questions.
I don't think that's stuff you just casually come across in conversation.
You definitely.
It's like, oh look, another hentai website. Let me just add that to the list.
Yeah, you definitely don't come across that. It raises questions and maybe concerns. I could just imagine AG sponsors being like, who is this carry? Why is our carry player have a freaking NSFW website in his name? Seriously, I don't know, man. Mason's he's an individual. Character. Yeah, he is quite the character. God, I love that guy, actually.
Oh, who knows? Maybe he'll be a permanent fixture in EG.
Yeah,
Fear's been tweeting some emo shit, so I don't know.
There's been rumblings.
There's been rumblings. Yeah, there's nothing more, but
there's been some new new things that have been happening that I can't comment on.
Yeah, I don't want to say any more than that. Nothing. I think from what I've heard, it sounds like everything is up in the air. But
yeah, obviously we don't want to indicate that we know things.
Yeah,
I mean, we really.
But life
don't.
is hard, man. Life is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly have no idea I've honestly no idea what it's gonna be like for him, and I hope everything works out because like that's his team when you think about it. Like, Mason's a great player, but it's no fear, you know.
He ain't no fear.
Nothing against Mason, but
too much hentai, I think, is the problem.
Yeah, and this is another. We do have a drinking game going on, guys. Anytime either of
this
us,
one's counts for like 4 drinks, I think.
Yeah, anytime we talk about either Mason or TZ or anybody on Team EG, that's a drink. Anytime we say absolutely, that's a drink. God, I think
pauses.
Some other ones. Pauses. That's definitely a drink. That's been one that's been going on all season. Anytime we talk about the TI qualifiers, that's probably a drink. At least for me. Anytime I talk about going to the TI qualifiers to cast, that's like 3 drinks because I'm an arrogant asshole. Anytime we shout out somebody for getting an item, that's a drink. Anytime
there's
somebody
a
gets,
lot of drinks, man. Are we
listen,
playing
dude,
too?
I don't have anything to drink, so
This sounds rough, man. If I'm playing too, I don't know.
You feel free.
You're gonna be for game 2.
You feel free, man. I have nothing
What about
to drink.
what have you? Is that like 5 drinks?
I think any sort of like cliche caster terminology is just like 1 drink because like that's I don't know. I say what have you a lot.
Well, that's why. I mean, that specific phrase. I was just I was just shooting shots best I could. Gun's broken today or something. I don't know.
No, it was a good shot.
It's the best I can come up with.
It's a fair shot.
Oh man. Well, they've grouped up for an aggressive tri lane. Unsurprising. The surprising thing for me is there is a centaur in this lane, but I guess that solidifies their initiation a little bit. Well,
No,
really
this
their
is
follow-up.
something-
Their
when you were-
initiation's really their revenge.
When you were getting your headphones, I was talking about how Centaur was more than likely going to be in that lane because Brix plays the carry role usually, and I've seen him farm on Centaur before in a lane like this, so it's not super surprising. We'll see the mid lane Slark, which was
The
what we
battle
kind of
begins.
mused about and talked about and figured, and then Relic,
Oh shit.
he's going to be safe lane. What's happened?
This is a mid lane axe. This Slark's gonna get hosed, man.
So this is
This is
something
not
Relic-
a good matchup
Relic
for
did this
Slark.
before, but Fly's a player. I don't know, and he's got this like huge double axe thing. That I've actually never
That
seen
thing
this
is
item
horrifying.
before. What is this? It's the Corpse Maker, the mythical axe. Good to know.
Jesus.
That's that is some gore right there on that axe. But we'll see if he can get some culling blades. I'm excited to see the Slam Jam come back to town here as well. Top 5. We'll see if they can get something done here, or if they get ganked, because this is that aggressive tri lane like you talked about, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think this matchup should be pretty interesting down here. I don't really know how good Venge is in the new patch, but the changes were kind of interesting, and she was already a pretty good hero. So
Here's the thing.
I don't think it impacts their team too much. Oh, Pat Soul
Wait
taking
for the
some
magic
damage
missile.
already.
Oh my god, he's trying to bait it out so hard. I'm so glad Pat Soul's being so patient because he could disjoint that magic missile by just leaping away. So Pat Soul, like, if he sees that magic missile projectile coming, he's gonna just hit that E button. But until that happens, he might get tricked by animation canceling, but we'll see. It's gonna be a tough battle coming out for this Venge. And that's one of the reasons that this is a tough lane for them. They'll be able to pull. They're contesting it right now with Banned Earthspirit, but this is an exciting lane, man. Anything can happen in this lane. That's the cool thing. This is a really fun lane to watch.
The only thing I'm worried about here for top 5 is they need like a pretty perfect storm to actually like kill one of these heroes. I think. Like, how are they going to kill someone in this lane? Venge, I think, will pretty much always be standing in the back. Centaur's got a shitload of HP, and they also have a Dazzle in their lane.
He doesn't have Grave yet.
So-
He might get an X.
Yeah. I think maybe he'll probably get out like level 3 if they want to continue being aggressive.
I don't think there's any way he goes for like 2 points in a Shadow Wave. It just makes more sense, especially in an aggro tri-lane, to have Grave at like level 2, I think. But I've been wrong before, and the thing is, I think Fly should have a really good time mid up against this Slark. Fly is not going for he's not going for Battle Hunger, but he's got level 2 Calling Blade, or excuse me, Counter Helix. And look at the damage he's doing there with just 2 points at a Counter Helix. He's actually got to pounce away, and you'll probably see him go for more Berserker's Call levels as well. DD Rune, who's going to get it? Burrow Strike's about to come through in half right. He cannot commit to that because he knew it was just going to get burrowed, and that means Shanks has a DD, which on a Sand King, it's like that's like the best case scenario coming out for Banner Spirit.
It's more just bad for Slark than it is good for top 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Usually you don't see too much right-clicking out of a Sand King.
No, God, it's
pretty
right click
awkward.
It's like so bad. Poison Touch is going to go through on Pat Soul. Pat Soul's actually not doing bad against this lane. He's got 8 last hits, and you'd expect it to maybe be more. Top lane going through. Respect was getting brought down a bit by the right click, but Living Armor is going to make this a very difficult time for Relic to secure a kill. And well, Sticky Napalm's good, but you can just rage out of it, I believe, and that'll take away the stacks. So that's something to keep in mind. Plus, he's got a stick, and that's not really a surprise. Respect, you are very brave, my friend. This is way too brave. Open wounds. This has got to be first blood. There's the rage, and that's going to be it. That's just well played from Relic. No real surprise that he gets that kill, I guess.
Yeah, I think he just played that properly. Like, he'd have had to screw that up, I think, not to get that kill. It was just a little bit over-aggressive on the Bat Rider. I think he underestimated the range of open wounds. It is very short,
right,
but he just got a bit too close since Relic put another level in it.
Fly is going in hard right now on Slark. He can pounce away here in a couple of seconds. Burrow Strike might come through. He's going to pounce the high ground. God. That's a smart play. Yeah, Shanks he didn't cover the retreat options there, and I don't know. That was... Fly needs level 6, I think, to get a kill for sure on this this Slark. And Slark is having a rough time because of it. He's only got 8 last hits right now. So Fly's winning mid, Relic's winning top, so it's even in the solo lanes. This bottom lane is really where it's going to come down to, I guess, Pat Soul getting farm and hoping he doesn't die. But look at these wards coming out from the Dire team. They really want this camp blocked, like, super hard.
Well, they're definitely going to get it. 2 wards there. And it seems to be working. I mean, Pat Soul is far behind Bricks in the CS. There's just not nearly enough damage to really contest Bricks.
He's too... God, Central
He has so much HP.
His strength and strength gain is kind of gross.
So dumb.
I'm surprised they didn't nerf it last patch, but they might in a bit. But that might just cripple the hero. Goody is sitting here.
Relic's taking a lot of damage in top. He might actually die.
He's got 7 sticky napalm stacks there. The rage is going to go. It actually doesn't take it off, but the damage not there. There it's going to fall. If the infest out, not enough to get the kill. He'll back away. Mid lane action happening. Now the Berserker's Call is going to go through. Goody's going to take some counter healing damage. Burrow Strike in. Nice usage of that Dark Pact to avoid that stun duration. Top 5's Fly. He wants to keep going here, but he can't get anything else done. He'll back off. And just, I guess, a little harassed. Back and forth we go.
I don't really know why Shanks left this bot lane. He needs to be like pulling or something. Like,
well, he can't pull though. That's the thing.
Well, he needs to figure out something. He needs to like reevaluate his life choices because he's still level 1.
Oh, Evan.
Well, he's 2 now. I
Leech
guess.
Seed, whatever. Double Edge gets the kill, but Patsol's gonna pick up Evan here real quick. Nice last right click going his way. Will get the kill. And he threw up the arrow, and I think that killed somebody or hit somebody. Maybe I'm incorrect about that. Well, I think that was just Marana saying that she got the kill, but. Talking about Shanks, and he needs to get something done. He actually has a couple stacks here in the jungle, so expect him to start Sandstorm jungling soon. He needs level 3 Sandstorm, but okay, yeah.
He's getting there.
Yeah, he is.
Getting there. I mean, it's pretty important because they're really going to be relying on the Blink Initiation from him.
Helix
wow, Relic's going deep in top lane
yes,
as well.
Fly, that's what I'm talking about. I clicked on the Slark just to see if he was below that threshold, which is, of course, 250, and he gets it done, so... Nice play from Fly. He just got 6 not too long ago. He wanted to put it to good use, and that's going to get him very close to his Blink Dagger as well. Sorry to cut you off, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, in the top lane, Relic was giving a huge beating to the Bat Rider, who did have to leave the lane. Relic's build is perfect for this lane. He's picked up the Orb of Venom to help harass the Bat Rider, help keep him away from him, and make it so the Lifestealer can stand the offensive. In the bottom lane, though, Goody...
Oh! Oh, he just got that off. That was close. Oh, man, was that close. Oh,
yeah, Relic's dominating top now.
Yeah, and I guess that's the way it should go. And now Shanks is going to say, listen, I'm just going to Sandstorm here and get farm. There's no way you can stop that. And actually, the Bat Rider has headed to the jungle, so that means that his farm is going to start getting kind of crazy here, but he's still very far away from that Blink Dagger. Bricks is sitting on... Wow, Bricks has his Blink Dagger in 1 CS. There it is. He can go to the side chop as soon as this is pushed out. Boom. Blink Dagger is done. Pat Soul is going to be in some big trouble now. He's going to get stomped up. He's going to get Magic Missile. He'll get stun locked and probably brought down. Even with Moonlight Shadow, there is that fade time. So we'll see what happens here as Ban Earthspirit are looking to make something happen.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to use this as soon as possible. They just really want to dominate this lane, shut down Pat Soul, make it so if he is going for a greedy item like a Midas or something, it takes him a really long time to get it. And I don't know. This is just really rough for Pat Soul because there's not really any other options for him. Like, I don't think he can kill a Slark. Definitely can't kill a Lifestealer, so...
It's going to come down to the late
stuck.
game. Yeah, it's going to come down to the late game, I feel like, for Pat Soul. And the problem is he's not getting a good start because of this aggressive tri-lane. Bricks is going to rotate and maybe get a look for mid here. And Fly might be the... Oh, God, he's so close to his Blink Dagger. He's 10 gold away. Oh, no, they're going to double back, and he's going to live. But top lane, maybe engagement? No, Shanks is just Sandstorm jungling, or farming, rather, excuse me. So, okay, 2 Blink Daggers up, 1 on each side. And which hero do you prefer the Blink on early on in the game?
In this game, I think it benefits Ban Earth a lot more than it does for the Axe, because they've got such a potent setup already in this bottom lane to immediately take advantage of that. That being said, they might be able to get a kill off Relic, but I don't know. It's going to be close. Here we go.
Where are the spins? No, come on. This is why you don't Burrow Strike until, like, the duration's done, and he didn't quite do it. Now TP away from Fly, the Infest out, the right click. Oh, the Shadow Wave coming in. That was enough damage, or else he probably gets away with that TP, I think. Maybe not, but still. That was close.
Yeah, and that's definitely the opposite of what you're happening. As soon as you get your Shadow Blade, you die immediately. That's not ideal.
Yeah, I agree. And now
it looks like Patzel might be going for this Midas build. This is... I mean, I guess he has to.
It's so weird to see it because phase first is generally the option for Miranas nowadays. Into that Midas maybe, but like,
yeah,
this Midas is going to be very late. Like, I'm talking like 11 minutes, I think, maybe a bit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, normally you get the full phase boots and then you get the Midas, because with Mirana you usually don't really have that big of a problem getting CS because you've got a fairly good escape. But he's just faced so much pressure from this tri lane. I think a lot of it honestly has come down to whatever has not really been able to do anything on this tree. Like, I don't know. He hasn't had a huge impact on this game thus far. He's had like a couple good living armors.
The thing is also to keep in mind, the Sand King has really not contributed much down in that bottom lane. In fact, he left like pretty early on in the game.
He pieced out.
He just said, "Listen, this lane's too much for me. We really can't get anything going. And we go to another lane." And that kind of leaves the Bat Rider and the Axe kind of hung out to dry here. And speaking of the Bat Rider right now, what's he at? 1,300 gold. He's recovered pretty well. He's getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger, and that's great. But here we go. Blinking, Stomp Initiation, Double Edge. Now the Stampede with the leap goes for Pat Soul. The arrow's going to fly here in a second. It hits on Bricks. Bricks overextending and dying because of it. Goody. He has Grave. He's going to have to use it. No Leech Seed was just used. Nice Magic Missile Disjoint coming out. Goody. He's going to go down. He used his mana to Shadow Wave instead, and he picked up the kill on the Mirana, but it's a 3-for-1 trade as Slark dies in that mid lane. Fly getting the kill coming through there.
Yeah, these teams are entering the Olympic diving competition or something. I don't know. He went super deep there. That was like... you generally don't want to go near this area. Like, seems safe, but it's just... You're so vulnerable to TPs, and that was
it's a
optimistic.
It's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, clusterfuck is definitely the way I would put it.
Yeah, honestly, like, in this general area, the tower is not only going to be jumping on you, but every other hero as well.
Yeah, like, you can't leave. Like, you go back there and you're like, I'm safe, and then 3 TPs come in and you're like, I'm so fucked.
Just like hands around the back, guess what? That's it, you're done, man. So...
well, that's pretty nice for top 5. Like,
yeah.
Ban Earth put a lot towards this tri lane, and top 5 just got a lot out of it. I mean, this Sand King is now level 7.
Yeah,
I don't know how that happened.
That's really good. And he went for Arcanes, and I've seen Shanks do this so much. I'm surprised. They do need a bit of mana on their team, I think, but like, is that really necessary? I don't know. I feel like a Blink Dagger early would have served him very well, as it usually does on a Sand King, but Ban Earthspirit...
Well, they already have the Axe Blink. That's a pretty good disable as well.
Yeah, that's true. But Ban Earthspirit are going to look for some sort of initiation. They have the Smoke of Deceit gank going their way. They'll throw up a Sentry Ward as well, and they're going to try to pick somebody off, and I'm not exactly sure who they can find, because the only real option is going to be Shanks top, and he has Sandstorm in about 5 seconds, and well, it looks like they just might go for mid tower here as they're all grouped up, and this is wasting a lot of time for them and giving Pat Soul an advantage to get back into the game.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Pat Soul likes, just getting space. Oh, he actually did go for phase boots. He just waited forever to buy them. I wonder if you still go for Midas in this situation. I think on the one hand you kind of need it because you have a lifesteal on the other team who's been free farming.
With the Midas, by the way.
I mean, he's had his Midas. Yeah, he went full phase first. I don't know. Oh, looks like he's gonna get it. He bought gloves of haste. He also could be going for a quick maelstrom, I guess, but
yeah,
doesn't seem like there's any particularly great reason to do that.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's too early to see if it's Maelstrom or what have you. Fly. He's going to use that Berserker's Call. He's going to try to TP away right now. Poison Touch is going to fly, but guess what? That doesn't stun anymore. Arrow now hitting up on Half Ride. He'll just regen up using his Shadow Dance, which was the active of that, but... yeah, he should be okay. Nice try to get that pick off there. Firefly going to go through. There's going to be the Rage as well. Lasso's going to go in right now. There's no damage being done. The Epicenter about to go. They'll need Burrow Strike, and they'll find it. Is there enough damage here? He might get away. The Moonlight Shadow's going to go as well. Wave of Tear. The Flame Break. Look at that Stampede pop, though. He'll be able to get out just fine. And Relic, that Rage, probably saving his life, I think.
That's a pretty huge blow for top 5. They just spent 2 ultis and didn't get a kill.
Arrow flying through, hitting on Goody, taking a lot of damage, TPing away from Bricks. There's the Burrow Strike and the call coming through, and jams it in. Fly getting it done there. Nicely played.
Judge gives that one a 10 out of 10 on the dive competition.
It's too much,
Kenny's just
man.
wrapping behind the tower. I don't really know why. I don't know, like, creating situations like that isn't great when your Dazzle's, like, already really low and has to abandon the assault because you're relying on that grave. He only has 1 level in it, so he also has to be, like, right next to you. I'm kind of interested to see where Dazzle goes at this point, because this 1 value point in Poison Touch is not nearly as good now. It's like, without that stun, it's pretty bad.
Yep.
It helps, like, very, very early laning phase, like, right when you get to lane. You can maybe, like, zone someone out or something, but it gets bad really fast.
Blink in from Bricks, Stomp. There's going to be the double edge as well. Fly in trouble. Now taking a lot of damage. Shadow Wave, the Poison Touch went as well. Now the Magic Missile. They throw the kitchen sink at Fly, and well, I'll resist the urge to make a diving joke here, but the same sort of thing. And I'm actually somebody who's well versed in the diving community, being a swimmer and all. So
oh yeah, I forgot.
Swimming vocabulary, diving vocabulary. I'm not going to throw any out there, but you get
double axle or something, or is that figure skating?
That's figure skating. If you said like reverse pike, then that would be some diving vocabulary that I could get down.
Arrow goes out. Oh, Bricks.
Nice grave, but is that going to save him here? It's going to wear off in just a second. Flame break the right click. This last one should do the jump. Oh, the Shadow Wave from Goody, keeping him alive. Dear Lord, how close was that?
That was nice. That was amazing. 4 points in Shadow Wave. Dazzle's the healing machine. That was impressive. The grave wasn't great. That healing wave though, that was insane. But half right egg roll. We'll see what he goes for here. He has picked himself up a bracer. Maybe he just gets a drum.
I'm trying to half read it. God.
Slark.
Okay, thank you. God, I was like looking for him and I just couldn't.
Like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, but maybe drum. I guess it's you really don't usually get like a value
Those
bracer.
seem great.
And you know, drum's pretty good. Top lane. Relic is probably dead. Oh, come on, Fly. You just needed to wait a second longer. The armlet has been turned on, Fly. It looks like you may pay for your sins here, my friend. The right click, and that'll do it. It's actually the Poison Touch getting the kill. Nice Burrow TP coming out from the side of Shank. So, 1 for O, I suppose. Relic was so close to dying there and then just said, listen, I'll be fine.
Relic armlet toggled that. I'm pretty sure he armlet toggled the dunk.
No, he turned it on after, I'm almost positive.
Oh, alright, well then that's not nearly as
He was still
insane.
stunned. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he turned it on after.
Well, this axe has now missed two culling blades, so definitely not ideal.
God, if there was
At
like...
least.
The thing is, you just don't know. You just don't know with the if you're looking at the HP wise. Oh, whatever. About to get magic missile. He'll throw up the living armor as well. He'll overgrowth. That might keep him alive. The rage afterwards to get him out. Nicely done from Relic. But here we go. Berserker's Call is going to fly through. That's not really going to help right now. Pounce is going to go onto the Bat Rider. Bat Rider in trouble. Now Fly getting brought down here low. They might lose 2, potentially 3 altogether. They'll get the double kill on Relic, and they will not dive any further.
I think half right aggro probably could have gotten that second kill. He used Shadow Dance absurdly early.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, Bat Rider was pouncing, just trying to run away, and he turned on Shadow Dance for no reason, basically. So I think maybe they could have gotten that, but
I think
yeah,
he might
maybe.
have gotten lassoed. He could have.
His whole team was there though.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, he does get a drum. I don't know how I feel about this.
I think it's fine because if no one else on your team is going to pick it up, then it works well because
yeah, that's true.
And you're just so fast with that. Like if you have Shadow Dance
speedy.
and you have Swiftness Aura, like you're not going to get caught. Like
497 move speed. Jesus.
It's like dumb.
It's pretty
max
good.
is 522 by the way. Well, max in quotes.
Max. Yeah.
But
well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good move speed, obviously, and if he gets to Lothar's as well, he's just not going to get caught out of position. We'll see, but there is, speaking of getting caught out, Smoke of the Sea gank. Yeah, they're going to try to find, yeah, Blink Laser, here we go, there it goes, no Dark Pact in time. They need to combo this up with some nice uses of their abilities. The Leech Seed, there's the Shadow Dance, but the Firefly and the Sandstorm combining them to get the kill. Nicely done there, almost going poorly for them. Had he Shadow Danced and pounced away, he might have been fine, but he was just too low at that point in time, so.
Yeah. Bricks going in on mid lane, though. Patzel taking a lot of damage. Canning leap away. Oh, he destroys the missile. Stampede forward. Moonlight Shadow going to try to get him out. Looks like he is in a flame break as well. What a player.
And the even more impressive thing was that his team got the tower. He right-clicked it once, it was in deny range, and then the catapult finished it off. Based siege creep coming out for top 5 right now. The Radiant team are like, hell yeah. So, we haven't looked at the graphs right now, but there's actually 3,000 gold lead coming out for Ban Earthspirit. A lot of that has to do to the fact that they've just been getting kills left and right. They've gotten a bit more farm on their cores. You know, like if you look at Pat Soul in comparison, like Relic, it's not even close. Like, yeah, 3,000 net worth lead. And then experience-wise, it's 2,000 in favor of Ban Earth. And they can even try to sneak Roche soon, potentially, if they get, like, a medallion up. Relic probably does enough damage without it, so... Yeah, honestly, they have Wave of Terror too, so yeah, they could definitely go for Roche if they want to. I'm surprised they haven't done it earlier, actually.
Yeah, Relic has an amazing amount of farm. I mean, he's got 120 CS and 3 kills. Pretty much a perfect game. He's already working on his SN1. Gonna have it very soon. This is pretty scary. I mean, they have decent tools to deal with this, but already we've seen Relic spell usage has been really good. He's been really patient with the Rage in the mid lane. He waited until the Overgrowth got casted, then cast Rage so he could get out of it. I mean, obviously if you go in with it and then get Overgrowth, then you're just stuck. So he's been playing well. I don't know, and they haven't even touched Snake's bombs yet.
Oh, and that's the scary thing too. That's actually the real scary thing.
Like, they could have an Invis Slark.
Or like a Centaur bomb coming out to the Warrunner bomb. Oh, getting caught out. Lasso, half right, gets jammed. Fly jumping in, using that Culling Blade. He's been cold, ladies and gentlemen. Now Form an Aggression coming out. Will they fight this down bottom? Shanks looking to burrow initiate. It's going to find Goody. Stomp is now up on Shanks. The Sandstorm went through. There's the Flame Break. Now, nice use of that counter helix coming through with a Berserker's Call. Overgrowth is up. Epicenter's going to go through and do some damage. Bricks, very tanky to burrow in. Shallow Grave, they call through it. They call right through it. Evan getting caught out. Can they get Goody next? Absolutely. Fly with a double. Evan, 2 more clicks to go down. 3 maybe. And Murata gets the kill. 4 down for Ban Earthspirit. A 5th maybe going to happen.
Relic's in the back too.
Yeah, he'll infest into this. They know he's in the range creep. I think they have to. Oh, no, he's in a melee one. I don't know. They know he's there, though. He's going to have to escape somehow. They lead him to the creep wave.
Wow, that's awkward.
Yeah, this is... Oh, my God. It's going to be like the last one to survive here. Not that one. Oh, but here comes Slark. He pounced it or whatever. They get the kill. They're going to turn this around. The Open Wounds is up with the nice 4-step away. Berserker's Call already went. The Burrow Strike coming through. The jam on 1. Doesn't get it. The jam on 2. He gets that one. Oh, that was almost really bad. Whatever. He's like, why'd you go on me? Whatever. Baited, I guess. See you later. Nicely done.
Well, Relic lived long enough and did enough damage to finish up his Yasha, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But this axe now has 3,000 gold.
That's disgusting, actually. He's going for BKB, I think.
Yep, I think so.
I mean, it could be Aghanims, but it's more than likely a BKB.
Oh, yeah, that could be an Ags. He could actually just buy an Ags. Well, that's pretty tempting.
I would love to see an Ags, honestly. I love Ags on this hero. It's so good. It's, like, so good.
He needs some mana, too. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, Ags is good. BKB's fine. He just bought something. It's an Ags, dude. It's a freaking Ags, dude.
Excellent.
Yes, fly. Oh my god. I love this item choice. The threshold is so much better. 450 and then 625 is a huge
625
range.
is that's
like that's Dazzle's dead. Like one right click on Dazzle, he's like freaking dead, man. Like he's done. That's it. So
another thing I think is important to draw note to is Patzel has really brought this game back for himself. He had a super rough early game. Now he's 4-1 with 83 CS. He has a Midas online. In the bottom lane, though, Dazzle getting brought back.
That Soul. Nice Starstorm going through. Berserker's Call. Goody's dead. There's one Helix. There's one Cole. There's 2 Coles. What about Bricks? Can he get a 3rd? It looks like he will. Triple kill with Fly. What a freaking man this guy is. Holy crap.
Well, he's certainly made up for his early game discretions. This, damn Damn, that's all I have to say.
That's Zags. That's his Zags right there. And we talked so much about Relic farming and being like so good and helping his team out, and they had the team fight early on, but since the Blink Dagger came out for Shanks, the Epicenter came through, since they started getting involved with Fly jumping in every fight, they've been absolutely demolishing Ban Earthspirit. They're going to look for this tier 2 tower now. They'll throw this Observer Ward down, which I love this placement. I don't think it's in range of the True Sight. I'm pretty sure it's not. Relic's going to try to push into the tier 2 in the mid lane. Top lane's getting pressured by Half-Ride with the DD. They've got to defend very soon, but they will take that tier 2 down in that bottom lane.
That's almost has Lincoln's. He's farming really well now.
Yeah, he is. A lot of that is due to the Mighty Sim. Well, the fights he's had, I think. The CS-wise, like, 91's pretty good, but it's really been the fights that have helped him out, I think, for the most part. Yeah, his ultimate orb's done. He needs about 1,000 gold for the Lincoln Sphere recipe, and then he'll start being a bit more aggressive, I think, and maybe one more item to really get him some damage, and he'll go from there.
Yeah, I think maybe at this point you look at building into a Manta, or you could go straight damage. I guess you could go like Yasha Adesso or something, but I don't know. He's in a good spot though. They've really recovered well. Fly has helped him initiate some big fights with this early blink. Now that he has the Aghanims as well, they're going to be blinking and dunking. It's going to be great.
And Ban and Earthspirit are doing what I said they should have done 5 or 10 minutes ago. And try to take a Roche. It's a little late, I feel like.
It's taking him a while. I'm kind of surprised.
Well, now they just wave with Turret, so armor reduction's there. What level is that? Level 3? Okay, that's not bad.
Man, Slark got shut down in lane so bad. Normally this is when Slark is like one of the best heroes on the map, but right now he's just got nothing. Like,
well,
he's sitting on a bunch of gold, but that matchup was just impossible, I think.
You talked about it too. He's like, once you get behind as a Slark, it's really hard to make your way back into.
Yeah, exactly. Much worse.
So there's an Axe now up for Axe, which means once he gets through more levels, 625 kill threshold. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's a fairly high amount of HP.
And the thing is too, if he misses the call, it's got a 6-second cooldown, so it doesn't even matter. Like, that's nothing. Relic and friends will take down the tier 1 tower bottom. They had a lead in gold for a while, but guess what? That shot way up for top 5. It's actually 3,000 now in favor of top 5. So a close matchup, and we talked about it. They're really doing work here, but late game, you could still get it with Ban Earthspirit, but I feel like Mirana, especially when she gets the Lincoln Sphere, which is flying up to her now, I believe.
Goodbye, Goody.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Died. He got lassoed.
Yeah, did they call him?
What the fuck?
What?
Tree just bought a Midas.
Standard.
The return of Midas Gaming.
Standard.
Dear God, 25-minute Midases. Is this the world we live in?
I've just given up, I think. Whatever people do.
I guess it gives you reliable farm. This is sort of like back to the old Midas Gaming. He doesn't really get a lot of CS, so getting that Midas reliable gold is pretty good. So if he dies, he doesn't lose it.
What is the Sage's Mask that he has? Was that like he was like thinking maybe you'll set
value Sage's Mask? I don't know, man.
And he was like, oh wait, I guess I won't ever get enough money to buy that. Bottom lane.
I guess I'll just buy Midas.
Pat Soul getting caught out right now. He's gonna Moonlight Shadow. He has Leap. He's probably gonna use it, and they don't have detection, so they try to bring him down. And this is the problem. Slark just doesn't do enough damage right now, and even with all the stuff Brix has, the Lincoln Sphere was clearly popped there, and that was from Double Edge, I believe. I wonder what the interaction with Leap is. I have to check that, but
I think it doesn't trigger Lincolns, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's not.
I can check.
Yeah, go ahead and check.
I'll check.
Go ahead and check that. Yeah, he'll actually pounce away in TP, and that's gonna make sure that well, he'll get out safely and he won't die. But they spent a lot of time kind of down there trying to gang Pat Soul, but it really didn't work out in their favor. So now, with 1,600 gold in the bank, he is going to look for his next item. Probably a Yasha into a Manta, or maybe more likely a Maelstrom into Mjolnir, which is a really good item choice from Mirana nowadays. And yeah, they'll go from there. They're going to group up mid potentially and maybe look for a fight. But again, remember that Relic has that Aegis. He did get that Roshan kill, and now he's level 16. So Relic is
kind of just pricing though.
Yeah,
I think maybe he's gonna buy like a Basher and Ablade or something and then participate. Maybe that's their way back into this.
Well,
I just checked and as expected, it does not get blocked by Lincolns.
Okay, good.
So expected interaction.
Brix is gonna get lassoed up. They'll Leech Seed. They'll Berserker's Call. The damage is not really enough just yet, but that Culling Blade coming through. And level 2.
God.
Oh man, I really want him to get level 3 Calling Blade just to like.
When he's level 16, what are they gonna do? They've got like no good answers to this.
They need more BKBs or something. I don't know. Even they really have no. BKB
They need
carriers.
BKB. They have none. Yeah. I mean, all they have is Rage. Slark doesn't really want to buy a BKB. I mean, he can, but it's definitely not ideal. What is Slark going straight Scotty? Dear Lord, thank you. Maybe he's going for a Lincoln's.
I don't even think that
Dire's
BKB's the
middle
answer to
tower
this game.
is under
Actually.
attack.
Oh, Fly jumping in, Goody getting caught out. Lasso not coming in, just on cooldown. Burrow strike in the Sandstorm. There's one jam in. Relic now trying to fight. He has that Aegis, mind you. Overgrowth's gonna go. He used that Rage a bit too early. Now Fly's gonna chase after. Berserker's Call ready. Not looking to jump in though. They're gonna instead jump on Evan. There's the second call. And Fly has turned into a carry, ladies and gentlemen. He has 12 kills, 3 assists. Well, 4 deaths. That's fine, but now they're gonna look for this tier 2 mid, and that was his godlike spree, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Fly's getting supremely out of hand now. And what started as a pretty good early game for Ban Earth has just gotten wildly out of control. This Slark has really just contributed absolutely nothing.
I'd agree.
And that's not even shots at half right aggro. That's just his lane was impossible, and he wasn't able to get an advantage, so just not great. Brick's going in though.
Deny. That was a good deny, but Burrow strike in right now. Relic already raged up, as you can see. Now Stampede going through as well. Can they get at least 1 kill double edge on the Batrider? Moonlight Shadow, they did use the Berserker's Call. Shadow Wave goes through. Epicenter jumping in right now. Evan in some trouble, but nice grave. Goody will fall for it. The call right through it, however, coming out from Fly. He doesn't give any fucks. Now the arrow on Relic as well. Do they have the damage? He's got Aegis still, mind you. Fly getting caught out. That is a lot of gold going for Relic. That's a triple kill for him as well. Relic just cleaning house here. Somehow that went their way. That's a lot of gold for Relic.
That did not go Van Earth's way. That went Relic's way. He is so farmed. He does so much damage. And they just weren't able to get enough damage to burst him down. I mean, look how much HP he has, even without Armlet turned on. He's level 19.
He's actually become a monster force. He's got 7k gold, which is an Abyssal Blade, if he wants to buy it outright, I'm pretty sure.
Casual Abyssal.
He will as soon as that. Or Mjolnir, too, I guess, works. No, he sold it. I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't. That definitely would not have been mine. He's actually going for Daedalus.
Dear
All
Lord.
right, that's manly as hell.
I guess he doesn't need Lockdown if he's got Maim coming up from SNY.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if Maim is a substitute for an A-Blade, but he still has a bazillion gold, so... This Aegis about to be reclaimed, fills the slot with Daedalus, and now he's ready to go kill some more people.
I think, honestly, he could carry his team with this item build. You rarely see people go for crit on Lifestealer, but...
What they need.
They need some
Use
damage.
all their damage.
And they need it. If he dies in a fight, though, that's it. I don't think... He'll have buyback, yeah, but, if he dies in a fight, it's really bad. But that was a huge triple kill coming out from him. That's exactly what they needed. He's probably going to have to go for some sort of survivability next, I think.
Art, maybe.
I was thinking Heart as well, but...
Art seems pretty okay.
I mean, he already has the
HP is good
SNY.
against Axe.
He already has the SNY, unless he wants to go for Halberd, which I don't see happening.
That seems awful. I think he just needs to live through the fights long enough that he can kill their whole team.
Yeah.
Which sounds dumb, but that's just that's the fact of life for this point for Relic, because Slark's going straight for a Scotty. Jesus, he almost has it though.
That's actually a huge item too.
All right, well. Maybe Van Earth are mounting a comeback here. It's definitely a possibility.
They weren't down by that much. It's 5,000, so...
Oh, they're going for Ags on Venge as well. This is greedy as hell, but, I mean, I guess you kind of just have to go for the Hail Mary.
She's not going to have it unless they win, 3 or 4 more flights. Unless they... No.
There's still 3 tier 2s, though. I mean, that's almost 1,000 gold right there. She gets one of the lost hits.
Scotty's done now. Goody has been...
God.
He's hit some good graves, but his, I feel like, factor in this game has been limited. The very best, so...
I mean, he's just not a good hero against Axe.
Oh, yeah, Blade's so good against it. There's the Mjolnir coming out for Pat Soul. That's not a real surprise. And where you'd see the top, 3 of the top 4 for top 5 right now are doing pretty well. Relic is like this unstoppable force, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I think...
With another Roche, which is up in a minute, and if he gets the Aegis, I think, honestly, it's getting really difficult for them.
I think someone needs to buy a Lincoln's that's not Relic and then just constantly Lincoln's him, and then I think he can easily carry. If they can avoid if they can avoid him getting lassoed and killed, I think they have a good shot. The thing is, like, do they even have enough damage to kill him if they lasso him back?
Well,
Hassel's hitting pretty hard at this point.
625 is the kill threshold. Remember that.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I guess with Armlet on, how much does he have?
Probably 2.3
or something.
Yeah, 2.3, I'd say.
Somewhere in that vicinity.
Listen, guys, I'm not a mathematician.
That's not quite right, but
I'm sure it's not exact. Give us the benefit of the doubt.
25 strength, so 20 times 25. That much HP. That's like 400.
Don't get me started on math. I've told everyone before, but
I don't know, man. I can't do math for shit.
Yeah, you and me, we just should avoid that altogether.
It's 500, dude. We won.
Nice,
easy.
All right, so Shanks actually bought a Ghost Scepter, huge item against the Lifestealer, and I feel like that's what they need to do for top 5. Just buy Ghost Scepters for a couple of their heroes, especially their supports. Whatever bought of Lads. That Midas is paying off, so that's good. There's a Shiva's on fly now too. That's actually kind of gross. That's armor that they need too, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty necessary at this point against this Lifestealer, who's almost got enough for. He's working towards the A-Blade, I think. He's got almost 4k gold. I think he also has to be careful here because buying out is a little dangerous. I think he needs to keep buyback.
Yeah, I definitely think he needs buyback for sure. I think
because they can easily lose a fight still. Like there's a Bat Rider and Axe, but they're getting good items, and they've done a good job sort of recovering from the mid game massacre. But if they lose a big team fight, Mirana can push towers decent enough, or they'll be in a decent amount of trouble. I think.
Listen, I think what's happened for top 5 is that when they fight on their terms, they've won almost every fight. When they fight on the opposing team terms, they win sometimes, but Ban Earthspirit are still capable of mounting decent fights, as we've seen. The last fight that we've seen actually was that mid engagement near this tier 2 tower, and since then I don't think we've seen even a pick off. So
no.
It's just kind of stagnated a bit. Now teams are kind of roaming around Roche. They know that it's up. Top 5, I think, know it's up. I think they went in there and scouted it out. There's no dire wards. The vision's all kind of down for them. Whatever. Nitcher's guys, he's going to do it again. He'll probably survive because of it. Ban Earth probably has to get a gem if they don't have one already. And they don't. There's actually a gem on top 5, interestingly enough. And that might have been somebody else's. No, looks like it was not. So... No, yeah, it was actually just top 5, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think Ban Earth have set themselves up here for potential saving themselves from some pretty decent sized pit. I mean, it's only a 5,000 gold, which is not a huge deal at this point. It's 10k gold.
The tier 2s would like really get them back into the game, but they just can't push out because they'll TP back. And the thing that top 5 have done, they've kept the lanes pushed in really well. And when they get pushed out, they deal with it. Oh, man, he was so close to that Berserker's Call. Is he going to try to chase this down? He throws up the Battle Hunger, giving that move speed. Now the TP is going to come out from Relic. There's really nothing you can do there, unfortunately, coming out from Axe. So, maybe if Calling Blade had, like, a midi stun, that'd be nice.
Oh, God.
That'd be so gross.
That'd be the best ability in the game.
It would be.
He is level 16 now as well, so...
Yeah.
We're at that 625 kill threshold, which... Pretty big deal. I mean, Dazzle's only got 1,000 HP, so...
Yeah, he'll die quick. Some of the other heroes are pretty tanky. 1,200 for Revenge, so half health for Evan. Everyone else is about like there's like 2,000 for Slark right now, which is kind of gross because of Scotty. Moonlight Shadow's going to come in though from the side of top 5, and they'll maybe make an initiation here, or at least attempt to. They have a BKB up now on the Bat Rider, which wasn't there last time. They Firefly looking around the Roche pit. They could have just Moonlight Shadowed. He just Calling Blade to creep. Nice.
Sure did.
He doesn't even care. It's 6-second cooldown, like no mana. Well, actually, 100.
Alright, well, Heart bought out for Relic. This is what we were talking about. I think this item choice makes a lot of sense.
He's got no buy now, though.
Yeah, he has no gold now, though, so he needs to be careful.
If he dies, they probably lose a set of racks.
I don't know if he can die, though. Like, that's a lot of HP.
It is. It is quite a large amount of HP, I'd say. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Relic is, well, I don't know, man.
Can the Argod carry his team? Maybe. Looking better and better. I think the longer this game... I think right around now is when Ban Earth have a decent opportunity to win it. It's before Mirana really becomes like a huge powerhouse, but you can see Patzel has 4,700 gold, so he's about to pick up a huge damage item, I think.
Yeah, and that'll be. What do you think it's going to be? Actually,
He might get like a Manta.
Yeah.
I don't think you get a Desolator when you already have the Mjolnir. Just like
That's too
a little bit of a Nombo.
Oh.
So I mean, you got 2 unique attack modifiers, so that's not great.
Yeah.
But,
I'd say Manta probably next, maybe into
Yeah, I
like
think
the
Manta.
Yasha Daedalus or an MKB. I guess there's no MKB carriers this game, or but
Yeah, he could go straight for. Yeah, that's true.
So you maybe go.
I don't know. His item choice.
Daedalus?
Anything with damage will be good.
Yeah,
I mean, Manta gives you a little bit of damage. There isn't like a silence he needs to worry about, so maybe you just go straight for something like Daedalus. I don't know. That's not something you normally see out of Mirana.
Oh my lord, that's an aggressive jump and nice swap coming out though from Evan, and that's the initiation just gone right down the drain with that swap coming through, and it's level 11. That's why Evan was able to hit it. He 4-staffed away, and he still was able to get that nice little swap in. So nice play coming out. They Moonlight Shadowed as well. They smoked up for Ban Earthspirit. They're looking to try to find a pick-off here, and they may very well find Legendary, whatever, / Respect, so...
Oh, well, they know they're there. If they were paying attention. Those illusions got body blocked hard.
They probably weren't paying
Oh,
attention.
it doesn't look like they notice.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be an Aegis, but I sell your Midas, I think, if you're Relic.
Yeah,
I think
so.
you have to put the Aegis on him. Yeah, there it goes. The Midas is now gone. Aegis will be up in the Lifestealer, and now you've not only got to kill him once, you've got to kill him twice, maybe even 3 times. He'll have buyback this time around as well. Everyone actually has buyback with, well, not everybody, but you're looking at...
Oh,
Patzel just
God.
bought an item. There it is. Yeah,
Bought a
butterfly. Alright.
Well, that's damage. I mean, that qualifies as a damage item. It's also very good against the Lifestealer.
Yeah, he'll need to go in MKB now, I think, at some point, which kind of sucks because he already has that Daedalus, which, like, those two are kind of interchangeable for the most part.
I guess at some point he needs to sell the armlet and buy a damage item.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a big deal.
So let's see. He has that spot for the Aegis.
He's basically 6-slotted, though.
Well, he has the spot for the Aegis. He'll buy bots, and then he'll get something for the armlet as well. So 2 slots, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. If they don't want him to carry the Aegis. I don't know if their Ban Earth's going to be willing to fight without Ace at any point, really, though.
Yeah, they probably won't. I don't know. This is about as farmed as they're going to get, I think, because then...
I think, yeah, like I was saying, I think this is really the timing window they need to hit. Like, especially, they might have even missed it, because Mirana's going to be pretty difficult to kill now. Although, I guess with the Daedalus, you only have to hit, like, once, and she might just die.
Gonna
go on Bricks, though.
Caught out. And the last was going to go. He couldn't get up to the high ground. The arrow does miss, and now we'll see if he come out from the Bat Rider. That's just 2 bad initiations right in a row that could have maybe went a little bit better. They were really not prepared, because you look at where whatever is, and then you look at where Fly is. Like, that was just really uncoordinated, I'd say, coming out from top 5.
Yeah, I would say that's a fair assessment. I mean, the Venge one is not really something they can do about. Venge is just really good against Bat, but that second one, there might have been a way they can get that kill. I don't know, this is getting really dicey, though, for top 5.
I think, honestly, at this point, I don't know who's going to win. It really comes down to the next engagement. There's still this huge lead for top 5, and they have Pat Souls farming so well, and they have Fly, who's like, he's kind of the trump card, I feel like, for top 5 as well, but they're going to try to force a fight now. I heard a Ghost Scepter pop. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Well,
maybe you're crazy. I don't know. I mean,
crazy,
Axley has 2k health, though. Like, it won't take very long for him to get just completely killed by the Lifestealer and the Slark.
Well, he has, like,
Dyer's top
25
tower
armor,
is
so...
under attack.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess with plus 40.
That's 60,
from Berserker's Call.
60% physical damage resistance, so... And without the Berserker's Call, which is, yeah, that's a lot of armor.
Take us.
Moonlight Shadow's going to go. Bricks is not going to continue to pursue here and look for a kill on Pat Soul. And needs some sort of vision and detection. And as it stands, he doesn't have that. And Gem has still not been purchased up for anybody from Ban Earthspirit, which really surprised the heck out of me. I feel like they need to get that as soon as possible, because their jungle is now getting warded. And honestly, as it stands, they need map control. They're losing it pretty quickly, so we'll see.
This is a pretty even game at this point. I mean, Gold Graph is like not settled, but it's not 10k or any. I mean, it's like 7,500, which is about 10% in farm. So half a hero's worth. That's not too bad. XP is getting a little bit ugly, but everything is still within reach, I think, for both teams.
Yep. Oh, I don't know. With Mjolnir and Butterfly, even that alone is like a lot of damage. Not even,
a lot of damage, yeah.
Not even like to talk about the Lincoln Sphere. Like Butterfly is really good. Mjolnir, obviously, with the static shield for Axe is like huge. Like that's really like that's why you get it generally. Also, like I mean, you generally get armor on anyways, but like the static
you're not getting it to put the chart. Yeah, you're not getting it to put the shield in yourself. You're trying to avoid getting hit. But on the Axe, that's gonna be pretty brutal for them. I don't know how this next fight's gonna go. Maybe when's the next Roche up?
I don't think he's lost his Aegis yet, has he?
Let's see. No, it's running out soon.
It's a bit of time, I'm sure.
They changed the Aegis timer a little bit. It's a little annoying.
Yeah, I don't know.
They changed it to 4 and 4. I don't know. It's just different. I don't like change, Mott.
It's fine, dude.
Grumpy old
Actually,
man.
It makes it easier for us, I think. I don't know. I just haven't really paid attention to the change that much, though. Well, now it looks like top 5 just want to continue to farm, and Ban Earthspirit, they've tried to find a couple of pickoffs here and there, but they haven't gotten anything done. So for them now, it comes down to, I guess, maybe fighting without an Aegis, because they're going to have to sooner rather than later. Relic is about as farmed as he's going to get. He actually got 4,000 more gold in the bank, so now he certainly has buyback there. They'll smoke up again. Everyone else is saving for it. You can see how much gold a lot of these players have, and oh god, whatever is right there. They know that the smoke was broken. Oh, they'll throw the sentry down. They see whatever. Can they get this kill? The poison touch is going to go. There's the stop. Another sentry being used, the double edge. They'll finally find a kill. And that required 3 sentries. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that was like a little train of sentries. That was kind of hilarious. But they get the kill in the end. Definitely worth it.
Buy a gem. Please.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they almost just spent as much. They spent like half the money on the gem right there with those 3 sentries. So maybe it's a money problem. I guess Dazzle Ball to mech. I don't know. I guess that's pretty good. Well, I think this is the right thing here for Banner. They're gonna try to press their advantage right now.
If they win this fight, it could be a set of racks. I mean, a lot of people have buyback right now, which I'll show here in a second. And yeah, actually, whatever just buys right back. They'll fortify as well. The TP coming in. Blink stun. No, blink forward. BKB's going to fly as well. Lasso now, and Evan, that was the target he was looking for. Berserker's Call is about to go. Relic. Oh, man, there comes the slam. Ghost Scepter is now up and fly. Now the Epi coming through. The Burrow Strike as well. One's about to fall. It's going to be half right. No, he'll live with the Shadow Wave. Another call going through. Ricked. He is done. They throw up another Calling Blade. Goody TPing out. He'll make his way away. Oh, they got Relic. Burrow Strike's going to come through. He's got no Aegis, but he's got buyback. He is gonna fall. 3 now dead for Ban Earthspirit. Really good fight coming out from top 5. That was the exact fight they needed. Top 5 flies in that Ghost Scepter very early on. Some really nice damage coming out from Pat Soul, but the lasso on Evan was really huge as well.
But you can't run. You can't run from an axe, man. Their whole it was like comical how fast their team was right there.
They just turned on the jets. They turned on the turbo and they went to town. But they're going to have to waste buyback here for the lifesteal, I think. Blink. Lasso, maybe. Does he have it? Yep. Goody in trouble. Swap's going to come through. There's the Shallow Grave going to save him for now. I'm surprised there's no buyback. There it goes. Evan taking a bit of damage. Fly jumping in. He's got to throw up the Berserker's Call. Half Ride chasing after him. Now they'll focus down whatever too deep here. Their arrow will hit. Now they've got to back off. They forced buyback. That's all they wanted to do. Now they will leave and make sure that they either secure the next Roche or at least just farm for a long time here to get their next couple of items up and ready to go.
That does open up a slot for Relic, though. I mean, I think at this point you can pretty safely spend that gold since you just bought back, so maybe he goes and saves up for a Relic or buys a Basher. I don't really know.
He's going to get a Hyperstone. So.
Okay, well, AC, I think that's fine, too.
Yeah, it's a good item. It's a bit of damage.
Good against Axe, so
yep.
That's good.
Armor reduction now going to be very important for Relic here, and obviously he's going to keep him alive. And at 3.2k health with, well, obviously the armlet to help out as well. They're going to just push straight down mid again. Almost a death push even. They're not even, they want to win this game right now. They don't want to let Pat Soul continue to farm. And they'll try to right-click this.
He has 6k gold, holy shit.
Arrow
how does
not
Pat Soul
through.
farm like this?
Midas, kills, and...
He always does this, man. He's always so farmed.
Yeah, this is somebody that knows how to hit creeps in between engagements, and they'll actually back off now. Pounce TP. No, can't quite get him. He was really looking for that flame break. He should have used it earlier. The lasso, I think he was being a bit greedy, was waiting for that, but... Axe is 6k gold as well. I don't... With the way the last fight went, it's really going to get him down to Roshan and the Aegis, and that's like it's a long ways away. It looks like it's, I think, full duration, I believe. This looks like 11 minutes. Yeah, it's 11 minutes. One tick is... Or is it not?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's technically a teeny bit under because I think if it's the full 3 minutes, it actually shows 4 bars. Okay. I've seen that once. But this is, I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is full duration Rosh.
Alright, good to
know. But Patzel, what is he buying? Gonna buy a Daedalus. That's a damage item.
That's what I was kind of expecting. He still doesn't want to...
I mean, he already has Butterfly, which gives him great attack speed, some good damage in itself, and I don't think Mana Style helps him much, so this is...
If they wanted to split push, Mana Style is pretty good for that, but...
I don't know if that's not the answer, though, for them.
No, it's not, I think. They'll wait for the next Roshan, they'll posture themselves around the Rosh Pit, and at least keep the lanes pushed out for the most part. Patzel has got 2,000 gold still in the bank. He might buy a Daedalus recipe.
Yeah, he already bought the Demon Edge. So.
Okay, so yeah, he's actually got enough for the recipe, and probably still more for buyback after that.
He's fine.
Yeah, so Patzel with the Daedalus he will definitely, I think, output the most damage in the game with that.
Yeah, by far.
Because Butterfly's really good for damage, Mjolnir's really good for damage, Lincoln's is fine, and then the Daedalus on top of that, and he's already, I mean, he's attacking very fast too, so this is going to be very tough for Relic, even with all of his items, and his Cell Cuirass even, it might be good, but Goody might get caught out. Oh, absolutely. He was trying to counter ward a bit aggressively, and he'll get lassoed. Burrow Strike's going to come through, and the jam from Axe just to get the kill, who, by the way, has a Dagon, in case you were wondering. He's got a Dagon too, actually. So.
Because a lot of people on the other side bought Ghost Scepters, so I think that's actually, well, by a lot, I mean the tree. Wait, that's his own team.
That's his teammate. Get it together, Greg.
Never Scepter on the other team. Ignore me. Dude, life's hard,
alright? You're not feeling it today, man. First you can't flame Charlie when you...
God damn it!
Get on
Next time I'll flame him harder. I flamed him on Skype. Does that make you feel better? I actually got he was very angry. I flamed his shirt. He blamed laundry or something.
I'm sure that's a completely true story, but we can't verify it because it's Skype. You could be lying, honestly, so...
We can't verify that information. Axe just boomed a creep. It's time to go in.
Yeah, this rack's now exposed. They'll at least force the glyph, which is really good. That, like, 3 or 4 seconds that the Mirana was in the base, look how low she took this melee racks. It'll regen, but...
I mean, she's hitting so hard.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. She's got amazing attack speed and a Daedalus, a Mjolnir, and a Butterfly. That's some damage.
It really is. Arrow flying through, gonna hit on Roche, obviously, just to make sure he's stunned up for a bit. And they know, though, man. They're running at him. Ban Earthspirit, they want to fight this. I don't know if they've got a vision here, but Moonlight Shadow, Firefly up as well. Are they going to find a pick-off? Wave of Terror goes through. They're still looking to try to contest this right now. They have the next bomb. Look at this loop around, though, coming through. Blink Lasso is going to go. That'll be the first thing. Evan gets grabbed up, and they call right through it. Half-Pride jumping in. Now the BKBs haven't popped. Shanks will go Scepter Burrow Strike. 3 heroes right in the vicinity, right on top of each other. They'll use the Overgrowth. Now Half-Pride Dark packing it off. Bricks, the Hammer Fist. He's taking a lot of damage. Goody getting brought low as well. Look at the right clicks from Patzel. He is doing work. The arrow flying through. One cold, the second doesn't hit, it looks like. Now it's on cooldown for about 3 more seconds. Still doing work. They're blowing everybody up on Ban Earthspirit. Half-Pride will try to pounce away and get out. Patzel will cut off the retreat path. Arrow's still flying. Berserker's call. Oh, here comes the call. Boom. Double kill coming out for Fly. Oh, man. That is...
Patzel. He's doing a lot of damage. You were right. I mean, to no one's surprise at all, he was quite the damage dealer.
This tower about to fall.
There's only one buyback. This is bad.
Yeah, but the respawn time for everyone else is pretty low. They'll jump back into the game, and maybe they can defend this here. I don't know. Open Wounds is going to fly in whatever. Ghost Scepter, and he'll get forced away, and now Relic has to back off. They don't want to get counter-engaged, so... Arrow flying.
Oh, Axe goes back
Relic! In. Oh, no! And now they're going to jump on Bricks while he's down. And there's the Berserker's call. Burrow striking in. Bricks may be in trouble here. He's got 1,300 health still. And Stampede away. They'll grab the Mirana. That's a big kill. Patzel going down, whatever as well. That's the gem on the deck. Shanks now. He Burrowed away. Nice swap coming out from Evan. And he'll blink immediately further. And then Burrow strike to the north. He'll TP away. No way they can catch him out. But Patzel dead for 84 seconds. And it was looking so good for him. I'm sure he has buyback, absolutely. He's got 5,000 gold in the bank, and guess what? They want to contest Roche. They want to make sure they get that Aegis. I completely understand. Mirana going for a Satanic next. He picks up the Helm of the Dominator. Goodness.
Huh. Well, I don't know. I mean, the big problem, the mistake that Patzel made in that fight is he tried to man-fight the Lifestealer, which is not a good idea. I mean, he has a lot of damage and everything, but Lifestealer only has to hit him like 3 times to die, so evasion is great, but he's got a Hyperstone, and he'll hit you real fast.
And Lifesteal is obviously very good with open wounds. Oh, Burst Strike, goody. Flame Break as well. Nice call from Fly again. He's getting those picked up. Now the Lasso's going to come through. BKB popped already. Nice swap from Evan. Evan getting low. Culling Blade. Oh, he misses it. He sticked up just to save his own life for the time being and make sure that Culling Blade didn't go, but they still pick up 2 heroes, and now what should be a free Roche is going to come for them here. And an Aegis on, I'm not sure who, probably a Fly. Pat Soul might have to sell something, though. We'll see. I don't know what he sells, unless it's boots. If
Boots?
Aegis, but I think Fly will make room for it. Maybe? I don't know, actually.
I don't need no boots. No.
No, it has a free item slot. Mirana's
He's dropping the Helm.
Yeah, the Helm will pick it up. That's fine. Yeah, the Helm will pick it up. Or the Courier will pick up the Helm, and then Satanic will be done after the Aegis is gone, if it goes down at any point.
Roshan has fallen
Alright,
to
neat.
the Radiant.
Someone needs to grab that cheese. Warrior will grab it for now.
Wow. They might actually have this Courier nearby for Pat Soul to pick up the cheese
Yeah, I
in a
think
team
so.
fight, which is a big... That's an Assault Cuirass done for Relic, and the way he's been farming, it's surprising that it took that long to finish it off, because it's been about 10 or so minutes since we saw the Hyperstone. Actually, maybe more than that, too.
It's been a while, yeah.
But he
Get
did
the
save up
buyback.
for buyback, which is like, it's a lot for him, but he has 2.5k, so another item is not going to be too far off. He attacks very fast now, and with that Daedalus, he does a bit of damage with the armlet turned on. Alright, Axe is bought like a Dagon 5, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, there it is.
He has 6k gold, so no reason not to, I guess. I don't... is this the best item? Probably not.
No.
I think a sheep is probably way better, like infinitely better. But Dagon's, man.
I think he just wants... Fly wants to swag. He's going to keep the swag going, man.
Swag out of control, and
Yeah.
Dagon's definitely the way to do it. Screw a sheep stick. In all honesty, though, he probably should have bought a sheep stick.
Yeah, Sheep would have been fine. Yeah.
I don't know if Dagon's not even that good against this team.
It's fine.
Oh well.
I think
It's fine. Yeah, I mean,
fine
it's as good as
against
a
Slark.
Dagon gets, I
It's
guess.
fine against Lark. It's fine against the Centaur. It's fine against a couple of heroes. Brix is stuck. Rip. Well, he just blinked away, but I'm going to write it out anyways. They're going to try to push in this top tier 3. Well, there's no tier 3 here, so the racks maybe... Glyph is available still. Aegis is up on Patsoul. They'll work on the ranged racks. They got to fort this. Nope, Lasser's not going to go. Evan getting caught out. He is going to get grabbed just at the right time. There's no usage of the Culling Blade. He wasn't there. Now, whatever, in trouble. He's going to get low. Epicenter going. Big Burrow onto 2, onto 3. Bix getting low. He hasn't used the Culling Blade yet. He's about to, though. No, he doesn't need it. You see that Shiva's going into effect there. But Pat Soul, the age is gone now. But there's going to be the Berserker's Call. Fly getting bashed up, however. Relic's getting low. No, he had to use the Dagon to get the kill and not the Culling Blade. Patsoul also falling low. Half-Ride is doing work coming out with the Scotty. The move's slow. Patsoul's got to back off. Relic has bought back. The Ghost Scepter now on Shanks. There's the pounce up. Arrow just missing the Flame Break. Push him out of the way. Fly's got to leave. Now Magic Missile coming up. They cannot break the base. They finally get the range racks, but is that going to be enough? They'll bots away. They'll head down bottom, and they'll make it out of there alive. Yes.
Huh, well, they got, that was a lot of work for, I guess, some reward. Range Rex isn't a big deal at this point, though. We're so late that, like, it doesn't really matter too much. I think there was a small little mistake there by Top 5. The courier with the cheese on it was in the base the whole time. Maybe having that cheese would have been enough to sort of bring it around, but now their own base is getting pushed in here, and, Patsoul does not have buyback right now, so if he dies... Oh, well, it could be the game for
They
Van
might
Earth,
need
to
to
be
have the
honest.
buyback coming out from the... no, they'll push him back either way. They didn't force him to buyback. Huh. I think they
He's
need to
got
force the
5k
buyback
gold.
out.
Everyone's so farmed. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot of gold. Alright, so... As it stands right now, I don't know. These fights have been so back and forth. That was with an Aegis, by the way, and they still couldn't win the fight.
Yeah, and
that was a buyback also from Lifestealer too. So,
why do you buy? I don't know. I think a Hex would just be so much better. Hexing Relic is instant kill.
He Dagon bricks because he couldn't call him. That's really that's.
I mean, for me, Dagon and Culling Blade sort of serve the same purpose. Well, that's because I'm a KSing pub asshole, but you use it just to kill someone at the end when they're running away or something. But a Sheep can help them give gaming. The biggest problem right now is they can't kill Relic because he attacks so fast. He does so much damage. He's getting most of his HP back. They can't really do anything against him. He has Infest as backup. If they Hex him, they have more than enough damage with Patzel to kill him. They they can't kill him while he's attacking them.
I think Slark is also starting to be a factor too. We saw in that last fight.
Yeah, absolutely, that's true.
Half-Ride started doing work there. He's not even that farm. You look at him in net worth, but he's still doing work anyways. And a lot of that is to Shadow Dance and Dark Pact.
Yeah, Essence Shift as well. It's really just good at this point.
Yeah, I'd agree.
When you have so much attack speed with the Scotty, it's well, they're gonna go for it again. I think it's also kind of shitty that they keep having to grab this Venge. I mean, they don't really have another option because of swap, but
nope. Yep, there they go. They're as you talk about it, they're gonna go right on Evan. Culling Blade this time. It is gonna get through there, and Evan's not gonna survive. The Vengeful Spirit is done. Epicenter's coming through again, and now the Burst Strike hitting up onto one. Bricks getting low. Half-Right still popped that BKB. Now the Berserker's Call going through. There's the second one coming out from Flight. He's about to fall, but Patzel on the backside's doing work. Can they lock these last two heroes down? Shanks getting caught out. Half-Right pounce away. One more right click will do the job. There it goes. Getting the kill is going to be respect. Now they're going to look for Relic. That is going to be it. No buyback. This has got to be at least 1, 2, maybe if not 3 sets of racks here. Maybe even the game coming out. As Ban Earthspirit, they lose everybody. And finally, Patzel reaching critical mass with that Satanic, which he didn't even have to use in that fight. Well, they get a couple of kills. The entire team wiping. Now they'll move on to probably getting the entire base, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the game's just over at this point.
Dire's middle barracks.
I don't know. I mean, I would just go for Throne. They clearly don't have buyback. They would have used it.
Dire's middle barracks.
There it is.
I guess they're going for Megas. Alright, well, there it is, yeah.
So, Ban Earthspirit. They put up a good fight here, and Relic, well, he had creeps, he farmed his ass off, and he tried his best to bring the game back, but it was a rough one, and, well, I gotta say, top 5 have impressed me again, with Patzel farming away towards a victory. Fly, just being a man on that axe. He played so well that entire game, and, well, Patzel ending the game with 703 GPM. That is quite the stat to end on. Guys, we're going to take a quick break here. It's the ADL, and we're going to jump into Game 2, last series of the evening, the only series of the evening here on Thursday, May 1st, May Day, in fact. So, guys, we'll jump into a quick commercial break. Stick around, everybody.